What's up, SF? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? A little different today, man. I got that Hennessy, man. The other day I had just had a little feast and shit, man. Tonight it's a little different. You know what I mean? I gave little homies a little something, something, man. So that's why it's a little like. Don't think I'm faded like that. You know what I'm saying? I looked out for the homies and shit. But check this out, man. It's your boy, Mr. Payaso, man, coming at you live and direct, catch a knife to the neck. Uh, Want to motherfucking do a little follow up and shit, man. I did a video and shit about that Vato Big U and shit about knocking out 32 Sureños and shit, you know what I'm saying? And there was a few fools in the comments talking about elaborate and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. I'm gonna tell you guys the situation, man, you know what I'm saying? And this is just what my own personal experience, you know what I'm saying? Because a couple fools hit me up and like, well, what's right you talking about? You know what I mean, I've been in a few of them, you know what I'm saying? But there was one particular one that came to mind, you know what I'm saying? And it was down in the federal prison system, um, in Texas, down in Texas, man. Um, it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and they were calling breakfast for all the inmates. You know what I mean? At 6 o'clock in the morning, the doors open up, and then the first thing they do is they call breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So they were running a main line for breakfast for all the inmates and shit. Now, at the time, I was the only Sureño in the unit. There was no other Sureños in the unit. And this is the first time I ever did time in my entire life where I was the only Sureño in the unit. There was about 10 or 15 paisas, about 2 or 3 tango blasts, and the rest were like maybe some white dudes and a gang of African Americans. You know what I mean? From all over America. There was DCs, there was Crips, Bloods, GDs, Dirty South. You know what I mean? We were way outnumbered. The raza was way outnumbered. They called breakfast. Um, And all of a sudden, the hoorah was like, hey, hold on, hold on. We're waiting to go to breakfast. And they're like, hey, hold on, hold on. Usually, I stand next to a tango blast and we're waiting to go to breakfast. And I used to stand next to a chino, this little Asian fool from the East Coast and shit. Yeah, he was cool and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I would stand next to him, and you know what I'm saying? So in prison, everything's routine. So everything's going as normal, and we're waiting. The hoorah, the cop was like, hold on, wait, wait, wait. Something's going on. When he said something was going on, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people started like trying to figure out like, well, why are they holding up mainline? So I guess a couple of paisas went to the windows and they could see the whole entire yard right there, and they seen through the windows all hell breaking loose. It was all the Sureños on the compound against all the black dudes, particularly the Dirty Souths. This one was with Mississippi and New Orleans, but it ended up being with just a race on race. Um, the paisa came to me and he said, hey, fool, go peep out the window, homie. Your homies are getting busy out there. So I go out there, I go into his cell, I look real quick, and I see all hell breaking loose. So I'm like, damn, homie. He's like, we got your back, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I was like, I don't expect them to get my back, homie. I'm a Sureño, I'm active as fuck, and I don't give a fuck about anybody getting my back. I know I got my own back. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, cool. He was like, I'm gonna go get some fierros, some knives out the mattress, woo, 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 woo. And that was that. He walked off and said he was gonna go do what he did, and I walked off. There was 3 African American vatos that were from fucking from the dirty south, and I seen them looking at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm observant, so I'm seeing them watching and shit. They seen the same thing we seen out the window, so they came around and I seen them and I heard them out my ears. They asked the South Central Crip vato. They were like, "Hey, fool, African American Crip." They were like, "Hey, homie, where's the Sureño at?" That's what he said. Where's the Sureño at? And I seen him. I heard him say that, so I was like, okay, these fools are looking for me. The South Central Crip nigga, man, he was like pointed like towards my direction, so I knew it was on. I knew one of the Dirty South dudes. You know what I'm saying? I knew him. I used to fuck with him. We used to bust raps and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a history with him in the unit. I had been in the unit at that time for like 3 months. He starts approaching me. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it was going down. So I was like, what's up, homie? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's cracking? And he was like, hey, fool, your homeboys are out there, you know what I'm saying, getting busy with my homeboys. What the fuck? What's cracking with you? And as soon as he stepped a few feet closer to me and I felt it was a threat, I fired on him. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it was what it was. I just fired on him, you know what I'm saying? He was taller, he was more athletic and you know what I'm saying, more stocky, and we start getting it with each other. 2 of his homeboys jumped in, so now I'm getting it with 3 of them. The reason why homies, Sureños, in every car, really, in prison, they do burpees and they exercise. It's for reasons like this. We ain't trying to look sexy for bitches and shit like that, homie. It's a survival thing. You know what I'm saying? Burpees saved my fucking life, homie, because my wind. All I did, I backed up against the wall. They had me backed up against the wall, and I was getting it with them. You know what I'm saying? They're swinging, I'm swinging. They didn't drop me, homie. You know what I'm saying? On the gang, they didn't drop me, homie. You know what I'm saying? They fucked me up. I was lumped up, homie. You know what I'm saying? I was lumped up everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But they were too. You know what I'm saying? It happened about 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At the time, the whole yard was going up and down, up and down. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hoodas running everywhere, gas chambers going off and shit. The hoodah ended up running in our unit, and they start blasting. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody get down. On this particular situation, nobody had my back. The Paisas didn't have my back. The Tango Blast, they were fighting. I'll give it to them, homie. Shout out to the Tango Blast from H-Town and shit. Them fools were getting off too, you know what I mean? But as far as like the other raza that said they were gonna get my back, they didn't, homie. You know what I'm saying? And it was a free for all. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just me against these fools. Not all the black dudes got in. The Crips stayed out of it. The Bloods stayed out of it. The GDs, New York, Helicars stayed out of it. The only ones that got into it was really just the Dirty South, and there was only 3 Dirty South in my unit. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is real, homie. It was vicious. I ain't taking nothing from them. I ain't saying like I knocked 3 tintos out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying none of that, homie. And my respect to them, you know what I'm saying? They got busy. They did what they had to do. I did what I had to do. I stood tall. In the other units, there was other homies. There was 2 other units where there was one Southsider in each unit, you know what I'm saying? And they caught the business. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? The homie Jojo from Florencia and shit, he caught the business, homie, you know what I'm saying? And they stomped him out and everything, and it was all fucked up, homie. You know what I'm saying? Another homeboy, I believe Manny from the Avenues got caught up in the motherfucking in the infirmary. He was going to go get some pills or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know what was going on. He came out whistling and shit, thinking it's a beautiful morning, and boom, 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 boom. He got jumped by like 6 African Americans and shit. And it just jumped off like that. The whole yard flamed up. You know what I'm saying? We went on a lockdown for like 2 months, and you know what I'm saying? After that, after the lockdown and shit, they said, look, the administration said, we're going to bring you guys out. We're going to bring a black, a white, and a Mexican out, and we're going to see what happens and shit. So they brought me out. They brought a New York black dude out, and they brought a white dude out. And they put us in the unit and let us talk at the table and shit to see if we were going to, you know, take off on each other. And we didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't under no orders to say, like, take flight on site, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We told the Hoodas, like, that's it. It's a dead issue. It's been 2 months, you know what I'm saying? Let us get out to the main yard, you know what I mean? And see what's cracking. So, after the 2 months flew by, boom, they crack open all the doors and shit. All the fucking, all the inmates go to the yard. We go to the yard, and that was that, you know what I'm saying? And fucking,